Good evening, gentlemen, and to all who's watching this draw live at this point of time. We welcome you to the RSC International 7 Soccer Tournament 2023. And for this draw ceremony, we also, indeed, we are glad to welcome teams from abroad, namely teams from Thailand, Singapore, Indonesia, Australia and China. And also not forgetting our fellow Malaysians all the way from Sabah as well. Well, today's draw, we're going to have three categories who's going to be participating in this year's Sevens tournament. We have the under 12 category, the Masters and the Grandmasters. Well, before I go to the draw proper, I'd like to explain a little bit about the draw procedure. What we will do is we will start the draw with the under 12 category, followed by the Masters and the Grandmasters. We have 16 teams in the under 12 category, 16 teams in the Masters, and 24 teams in the Grandmasters. As you can see, there's an increase of 8 teams in the Grandmasters category, as opposed to the last edition, we only had 16 teams. So we will start the draw by drawing the first ball, and we will place it in position A4. And the sequence will follow to B4, C4, and D4. So this sequence will apply the same for C, B, and A as well. Okay? Now, for the under 12 category, we have 2 teams each from Penang and also from Maldives. Now, what will happen is they will not be positioned in the same group. So in the event, if they're going to be positioned in the same group, they will be moved to the next available slot. So I hope you understand the procedure. Now, without further ado, I'd like to start the draw with the under 12 category. As you can see, we have only one pot here, and there is no seeding for the draw. So it'll be an open draw. So the first ball drawn was going to be occupying position A4. TC Sports Club from Maldives. TC Sports Club will occupy position A4. The second ball drawn from this pot is going to be occupying position B4. Royal Selangor Club. Royal Selangor Club will occupy position B4. The third ball drawn will occupy position C4. Assumption Penang will occupy position C4. The fourth ball drawn from this pot will occupy position D4, none other than Asia Pacific International. They will occupy position D4. All right, we'll move on to the position C4, followed by, position A3, C3, D3, and B3 and C3 and D3. Villarreal, Malaysia. Villarreal, Malaysia will occupy position A3. The next ball drawn from this pot will occupy position B3. Club Bola Sepak KR7. Club Bola Sepak KR7 will occupy position B3. The next ball drawn will occupy position C3 is Club Bola Sepak Remaja from Shah Alam. Position C3. The next ball drawn will occupy position D3. IRC Negeri Sembilan. Position D3. Now we are halfway through the draw for the under 12 category. The next ball drawn was going to be occupying position A2 is Penang Sports Club. Penang Sports Club will occupy position A2. The next ball drawn was going to be occupying position B2 is BG Sports Club. B2. The next team who's going to be occupying position C2 is Bintang Biru. Bintang Biru. Okay, since Assumption Penang has occupied position C4, they will occupy position D2. D2. So the next ball drawn from this spot will occupy position C2. Inspire Medan from Indonesia. Inspire Medan, Indonesia will occupy position C2. We are almost done with the under 12 category. Since TC Sports Club has occupied position A4, Maldives Soccer Mate will be moved to position B1. Position B1, Maldives Soccer Mates. Now this ball drawn will occupy position A1 is L Roy. L Roy, position A1. Pattaya Dolphins will now occupy position C1. C1 Pattaya Dolphins. Now the last ball drawn from this spot will occupy position D1 is Club Aman. Club Aman occupying position D1. Now we are done with the draw. Let me recap the draw result. The first group, which is Group A, position A1, El Roy, followed by Penang Sports Club, Villarreal Malaysia, and TC Sports Club. Group B, Maldives Soccer Mates, BG Sports Club, Club Bola Sepak KR7, and Royal Selangor Club. In Group C, we have Pattaya Dolphins, Inspire Medan, Club Bola Sepak Remaja Shah Alam, and Assumption Penang. And in Group D, we have Club Aman, Bintang Biru, IRC Negeri Sembilan, and Asia Pacific International. We're going to take a short break before we move on to the next draw, which is for the Masters category. We'll be back shortly. Thank you. We're going to move on to the Masters category, and we have 16 balls in this pot, and the sequence and the procedure is going to be the same as the under 12 category, which I done earlier. And there's, like I said, 16 balls, and then the first ball drawn will occupy position A4, followed by B4, C4, and D4. And the same sequence applies for the rest of the positioning. Right, the first ball drawn. Mimpagat Sabah will occupy position A4. A4. The second ball drawn is going to be occupying position B4. IRC Negeri Sembilan. IRC Negeri Sembilan, position B4. Singapore Malays will occupy position C4. C4, Singapore Malays. And the fourth ball drawn, occupying position D4, is Kasikorn Bank. All right, the fifth ball drawn, occupying position A3, Bistari FC. Bistari FC occupying position A3. The next ball drawn, occupying position B3, is Malaysian Grasshoppers. Malaysian Grasshoppers, B3. Occupying position C3 is Shenzhen Sun. Shenzhen Sun, C3. And occupying position D3 is Royal Selangor Club. Now we're halfway through from this pot. Now the next ball occupying position A2 is Serdang Raya Veterans. Serdang Raya Veterans, position A2. Occupying position B2, Bangkok Airways. Bangkok Airways, B2. Occupying position C2 is Melwood Boys. Melwood Boys, C2. And occupying position D2 is Penang Sports Club. Penang Sports Club, D2. And we are the final 4 balls right now. Now occupying position A1, BFC. BFC A1. Occupying position B1 is HSM. HSM B1. Occupying position C1 Royal Sungai Ujung Club. Royal Sungai Ujung Club, position C1. And lastly, occupying position D1, Malaysia Sefa. Malaysia Sefa, position D1. Now, let me recap the draw result. Now, in Group A, we have BFC, Serdang Raya Veterans, Bistari FC, Mimpagat Sabah. In Group B, we have HSM, Bangkok Airways, Malaysian Grasshoppers, and IRC Negeri Sembilan. In Group C, we have Royal Sungai Ujung Club, Melwood Boys, Shenzhen Sun, and Singapore Malays. And finally, in Group D, we have Malaysia Sefa, Penang Sports Club, Royal Selangor Club, and Kasikorn Pang. So we will move on to the last and final draw for the Grandmasters category. We ask for your kind patience and we'll be back shortly. Thank you. All right, welcome back again, gentlemen. So we are back again to the last category, which is the Grandmasters. And here we have 24 teams who will be occupying 6 groups, 4 teams in each group. And again, I will start with the Group A, followed by until Group F. So we'll start with A4 first. Sorry. All right, the first ball drawn from this pot, occupying position A4. Qantas Melbourne. Qantas Melbourne will be occupying position A4. The next ball drawn, occupying position B4, is Serdang Raya Veterans. Serdang Raya Veterans, B4. The next ball drawn, occupying position C4, IRC Negeri Sembilan, C4. Occupying position D4, BWB Singapore. BWB Singapore, D4. The next ball drawn, occupying position E4, Singapore Malays. Singapore Malays, E4. The next ball drawn, occupying position F4, Mitsubishi Motors JB, F4. Moving on to position A3, Selangor All Stars. Selangor All Stars, position A3. The next ball drawn, occupying position B3, Mim Pagat Sabah, B3. Occupying position C3, Kasikorn Bank. Kasikorn Bank, position C3. Occupying position D3, All Star Sports Club. All Star Sports Club, position D3. The next ball drawn, occupying position E3, Bangkok Spartacus. Bangkok Spartacus, E3. Occupying position F3, Melwood Boys. Melwood Boys, F3. Now we are halfway through. Again, we will start with position A2. Occupying position A2, Penang Sports Club. Penang Sports Club, A2. The next ball drawn, occupying position B2, Raj Pracha FC, occupying position B2 from Thailand. The next ball drawn, occupying position C2, Bangkok Airways. Bangkok Airways, C2. Occupying position D2, HTC Malacca. HTC Malacca, D2. Now we are with the final 6 balls, occupying all the first position in all the groups. KL Wednesday, A1. A1, KL Wednesday. Sorry. Wait, just give me a sec. Sorry, that's my bad. Sorry, that just now was E2, sorry. Now, this ball will be occupying position F2. The other one earlier was E2, sorry. Minzuko Lions. Minzuko Lions will occupy position F2. So, in position E2, it was KL Wednesday earlier. Sorry. Now we are with the final 6 balls. Now the first ball drawn who's going to be occupying position A1. South City KL. South City KL, A1. Occupying position B1, Malaysian Grasshoppers. Malaysian Grasshoppers, B1. Occupying position C1, Royal Selangor Club. Royal Selangor Club, C1. Now position D1 will be occupied by CFC. CFC, position D1. We're down with the final 2 balls now, who will occupy position E1 and F1 respectively. Now E1 will be Uniplus. Uniplus E1. And the final ball occupying position F1, who is none other than Klang Veterans. Klang Veterans occupying position F1. Now let me recap the draw result. Now in Group A, we have South City KL, Penang Sports Club, Selangor All Stars, and Qantas Melbourne. In Group B, we have Malaysian Grasshoppers, Rajpracha FC, Mimpagat Sabah, Serdang Raya Veterans. Group C, Royal Selangor Club, Bangkok Airways, Kasikorn Bank, and IRC Negeri Sembilan. In Group D, we have CFC, HTC Malacca, All Stars Sports Club, BWB Singapore. In Group E, we have Uniplus, KL Wednesday, Bangkok Spartacus, and Singapore Malays. And finally, in Group F, we have Klang Veterans, Minzuko Lions, Melwood Boys, and Mitsubishi Motors JB. Well, we are done with the draw ceremony, and thank you once again for attending today's draw. And we want to wish all the teams all the best, and may the matches be played in the spirit of fair play. Thank you.